Britain leaving the EU with no deal would be the ultimate insanity, warns Portuguese MEP. A Portuguese MEP has warned Britain about walking away from the European Union without a Brexit deal in March 2019. In the lead-up to the general election, Prime Minister Theresa May reiterated that no deal is better than a bad deal and that the UK would be prepared to walk out of negotiations. As Britain outlined its post-Brexit plans, seeking a customs partnership with the EU, a Portuguese MEP highlighted how traumatic no deal would be for the UK. Speaking exclusively to Express.co.uk, Ana Gomes argued that the UK needs a deal with the Brussels bloc after it leaves or it will be severely damaged. She said, "It would be a nightmare scenario, mainly for Britain. This would put in a panic many companies, many citizens. It could be quite chaotic for Britain. It wouldn't be easy for the EU, but obviously, the EU has much more capacity to get over the consequences of Britain leaving the European Union. I wouldn't think Britain leaving the EU without a deal would be possible." The Portuguese MEP went further as she branded the prospect of the UK cutting ties with the EU without a deal as the ultimate insanity. "It's absolutely nightmarish. The prospect that there wouldn't be a deal," she continued. "If we reached the cut-off date without a deal, that would be insane for British politicians. I think the way that they have already acted is already insane, but it would be the ultimate insanity." Ms. Gomes claimed that the decision made by the majority of Britons over a year ago will lead to some British-based companies moving to Portugal. She said, "I believe with Brexit, more will come. More will come because I believe Portugal is one of the countries companies will be interested in, who are based in Britain to relocate. This is happening, they are working on that, companies are working on that. I believe that many companies will relocate to Portugal and we will benefit a lot from that and we will welcome that." Germany, France and Ireland reportedly launched offensives to try to attract UK-based business after Brexit. Ms. Gomes finished by stating that she wanted the EU and the UK to avoid a hard Brexit at all costs. "The idea of a no deal is the worst of the solutions of both Britain and the EU. I don't want to see that, so let's talk," she said. "Let's get together and negotiate in a civilized way to reach a civilized solution for the divorce. Whatever happens, we will continue to be neighbors. We will have a very strong, intense human relationship between Britain and the countries of the EU. We have citizens living in Britain, there are British citizens living in the EU. Nobody can risk that kind of childish and mean revenge attitude." The proposal set forward to Britain would ensure almost no changes to the Irish border after the UK has left the EU. The report from the Department for Exiting the European Union would see Britain and the EU enforcing each other's customs rules, so there would be no need for a new physical border post-Brexit. Brexit negotiator Guy Verhofstadt was quick to react to the documents released by the UK government as he described them as a fantasy. The UK may be forced to wait until December until the next round of Brexit negotiations and wait for the German elections to get underway as Angela Merkel seeks a fourth term. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and don't forget to subscribe English News Hub for new excited videos.